Welcome to District Dialogues. I am Marvin Arrington Jr., Fulton County Commissioner for District 5. District 5 encompasses parts of the new city of South Fulton, Southwest and Southeast Atlanta, East Points, and parts of Union City and College Park. Some of the great landmarks in District 5 include Zoo Atlanta, the former Fort McPherson, which is now home to Tyler Perry's new movie studio, the Porsche headquarters, Camp Creek Marketplace, and my favorite, the Wolf Creek Amphitheater. During this show, we hope to share information about organizations, initiatives, and resources in District 5 and Fulton County. So let's get straight to it. I am a proud member of the Justice and Public Safety Committee for the National Association of Counties, also known as NACO. In our Justice and Public Safety segment, we like to share information from our partners that provide resources and information about justice and public safety. Please meet Antonio Johnson, Marshal for Fulton County's Marshal Department. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Glad to have you. So, if you will, tell us what is the history behind the Fulton County Marshal's Department?
Fulton County Marshal's Department was established in 1913 by state legislation, and since Fulton County Marshal's Department has been established, we have had 13 marshals in 105 years, and consisting of approximately 71 personnel, 63 are sworn deputies, and the remainder are civilian staff.
And what are some of the roles and responsibilities of the Marshal's Department?
The Marshal Department execute warrants, magistrate, state court warrants. We also execute evictions. We have a GCIC section that maintain those warrants. We courthouse security, and we have someone assigned to U.S. Marshal Fugitive Task Force.
Tell us a little bit more, I guess, about the marshal's role in the eviction process.
I'm glad you asked that. A lot of people don't know the process. The plaintiffs, which are the landlords, they have tenants and they want to get them out, but it's a process, it's a due process, a legal process. And they have to come down to the Fulton County Courthouse to take out a dispossessory. That means they give us the papers to serve them, and they have 7 days to respond. If they respond, then it's a court hearing set. If the judge grant that dispossession, then that plaintiff, which is a landlord, have to take out a writ of possession. Once they take out a writ of possession, then we come to my office. Then we schedule the eviction and execute it at that time.
And how many evictions do you all handle on a monthly or yearly basis?
Yearly, last year we did execute over 6,000 evictions.
Wow.
So it's a weekly, 100 and something of that nature, give and take.
So I'm sure that keeps you all busy.
Yeah, we always busy with evictions.
What is the marshal's role in regards to security at the courthouse?
Well, the sheriff and I, we have a memorandum of understanding. The sheriff is responsible for the courthouse, but we are a team, and I help him out with courthouse security. And within the magistrate and state courts, I'm responsible for those courts inside the courthouse.
Okay. Tell us about the recent National Reaccreditation in Law Enforcement Award you just received.
Commissioner Arrington, I'm glad you asked that. We just received our 8th consecutive national accreditation for law enforcement agency. We not just only achieved that 8th accreditation, but we got the excellent gold standard out of 15 individual agencies that received it this summer. We was only 15 out of that 115 that received the excellent gold standard in law enforcement.
Well, that's amazing to not only receive the award 8 times, but 8 times in a row, but also, as you say, to get the excellent gold standard, being the top 10% of agencies in the nation. How can our audience find out about your youth enhancement and other programs that the Marshal's office offers?
They can go to the website, fultoncountymarshal.gov, and it has the youth enhancement. We have a junior deputy program. We have the grade program, and we also have a elementary reading program. So we encourage them to go to the website, fultoncountymarshal.gov, and it's all on the website.
I've seen that. I've seen a lot of advertisements about the Junior Marshal program. How does that work?
Every spring, we'll send out a notification throughout the county and try to recruit employees of Fulton County, or either people who live in Fulton County, to fill out an application for the youth, and we'll bring them in June of that summer, and we'll have a curriculum that they go through, and we have a graduation at the end of the program, which we started the program in 2009, and I was so happy this spring. I received 5 invitations from students that was previous in my junior deputy program, graduating from college, and they invited me to come to their graduation. So that was a good thing.
Well, we thank you for all the great work that you do, Marshal Johnson, particularly for doing it at a stellar standard and an excellent standard. So we appreciate your work, and we're very thankful to have you as our Fulton County Marshal.
Thank you, Commissioner Arrington.
We'll be right back with our D5 Spotlight. Stay with us. Welcome back to District Dialogues. In our D5 Spotlight, we give recognition to organizations and individuals who are striving to empower our communities and our county. Our next guest is Montel Weeks, Executive Director of the Villages at Carver Family YMCA. Welcome to the show, Ms. Weeks.
Thank you for having me.
Well, we're very glad to have you. Thank you for all that you do at the Villages of Carver.
Love doing it.
If you will, share with us about the history of the Villages at Carver YMCA.
Okay. So super excited. The Metro Atlanta YMCA is celebrating 160 years being here in the Atlanta area. In fact, Commissioner Arrington, we are the oldest nonprofit here in Atlanta. The Carver Y was built and opened its doors to the community on March 5th of 2007. So we're celebrating about 12 years being open. So it's been nice. It's been a good journey.
Wow, 160 years.
160.
That is a lot of years of service to the community.
Absolutely, here to stay.
Yeah, you know, I grew up as a member of the YMCA. It's a great facility, and so we're very thankful for that.
Absolutely.
So, and how long have you been with the YMCA?
Okay. So, short story. So, both of my parents and my sister went to Fisk University, and I said, I'm going to do something different. So, I ended up going to Spelman, and right when I graduated, this was my first job. So, when I graduated in 1990, so it's now been 30 years.
Wow, that's
with the Y.
A great history.
It is.
So where were you before Villages of Carver?
So I helped at the Young Family YMCA,
Yes.
which the Andrew and Walter Young Y. I was at the East Lake YMCA when we built that facility. And prior to that, I don't know if everyone remembers, the Techwood community became Centennial Place and the Arthur Blank Y. So that's actually where I got my start.
All right, awesome.
Yeah.
So you told us when the Carver branch was built.
Yes.
About 12 years ago. But what makes this YMCA at Carver, what's unique about the YMCA at Carver?
So what I love about all YMCAs, it's all about meeting the needs of the community where you're located, right? So we have a 55,000 square foot gorgeous facility, and about 85% of our members receive some form of financial assistance. So we're all about meeting people where they are and making sure that when they're interested in joining, we find ways so that it's accessible for them. So I think that's very unique. I think the other piece too is we have a great relationship with the Atlanta Braves. and we have 4 baseball fields. So within a 5-mile radius of that area, we are where our kids come to play baseball and get that first experience. We host summer day camp for the community, about 400 children every summer. So that kind of makes us a little bit unique than some of the other Ys in our community.
Are there any future plans for additional services or programs at Y Carver?
So we're always exploring opportunities for our families. One of the big things that we've done in the last 2 weeks is that we've partnered with the Atlanta Falcons Youth Foundation, and we just kicked off flag football, which was free for the children. And I think our goal was to get 50 kids our first year. We just had 150 kids play this last Saturday up at Price Middle School. So that's one program, and we're always looking for other opportunities to bring to the community.
Well, that sounds like a great partnership. You got the Braves,
yes.
You got the Falcons.
Yep, we also have the Hawks.
All
Let's bring them all on.
Yes. I know those fields are great over there. That the Braves donated those fields.
They absolutely did. It was John Smoltz, Chipper Jones, Brian Jordan, Mike Hampton, and with the help of the Atlanta Braves, the Youth Foundation, and also Baseball Tomorrow Fund, we were able to get those 4 fields for our community.
Well, that's really great. Glad to hear. Not only about those fields, but about the great response rate that you had for flag football.
Yes.
Being able to get 3 times as many
exactly.
students as you were expecting.
Yeah.
If you will, share with our viewing audience how people can find out more about the YMCA at Carver, Villages at Carver YMCA, how they can become members.
So, we're online, obviously, but we love when our community comes through the front doors, right? So we welcome all to come. You just have to express interest. You can have a youth membership or a family membership. It's based on what you need. And you just sit down with our membership associates, and one-on-one, we will work with you to make sure we find a plan that's good for you. Once you're a member of 1Y, the great thing here in Atlanta is that you can go to any of the branches here in Atlanta. So if you just happen to be at Eastlake, you can go to the Eastlake Y or the Wade Walker Y. So we really value our members, and we hope that they can come to any of the facilities and access our resources.
Well, it is truly a blessing to have the Y in the metropolitan Atlanta and Fulton County area for the last 160 years. And certainly a pleasure to have you working with them for the last 30, and
thank you.
In particular at the Villages at Carver Family YMCA. So we thank you for all of your work.
Thank you.
And for the community.
We appreciate it, and I want you to get on the treadmill next to me.
All right.
In the next couple of weeks,
all
okay?
Right.
All right.
What time?
Can we be there 10 o'clock a.m.?
10 a.m.?
Well, I'll work around your schedule.
We'll figure it out.
Yes, sir.
Well, thank you for joining us today, Ms. Weeks.
Thank you.
And thank you again for all your hard work.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Stay with us, everyone. We have a special guest in our art segment, so we look forward to seeing you back. I am proud to serve as the executive sponsor of Arts and Culture for Fulton County Government. I also serve as the vice chair of the Atlanta-Fulton County Recreation Authority and as a member of the Arts Commission for the National Association of Counties, or NACO. In our arts segment, we like to share information about arts and culture organizations and programs in Fulton County. Today, please meet Ruth Watson, author, filmmaker, and educator of PDR Productions. Welcome to the show, Ruth.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
Well, it is a pleasure to have you. If you will, tell our audience a little bit about yourself and your partners.
Oh, my name is Ruth Watson. As you know, we're putting together an event, Step Up and Pitch It. My partners are entrepreneurs and businesswomen. Deborah Bunkley, who was an executive of Coca-Cola over corporate events, and now she works in the film industry doing locations and events for them. So she was the perfect person to reach out to become a partner. Also, we have Alexis Bushell, who is responsible for programming for public television. And we have Jennifer Walton, who is a minister and also a producer. And myself, I'm a filmmaker, author, and I like to think I'm a producer sometimes.
So tell us, what was the impetus behind you starting the Step Up and Pitch Summit?
Oh, well, Atlanta is booming with film growth. I mean, we have people here moving in this city every day wanting to do something in the film industry. And I am a writer, and I have a script, and I wanted to sell that script, and I know there's other people wanting to do the same thing. So I thought it would be great to pull together talent with producers and show them how to do it, because most people in Atlanta don't know how to get their work into the right hands. And we thought that putting together a Step Up and Pitch It Summit would be a good way to get everybody started and make it a yearly event where you come in and you meet great producers from around the cities, people like Mr. Roger Bobb, who has done some really great things, and Diane Ashford. We have even Kathleen Bertrand, who's with us from Bronze Lens. So we went out and we just went for the best in the city, and we're pulling them together with talent, and hopefully they'll find some content and develop it, and we'll see some of their work on television and in film.
Tell us, if you will, about the two unique components of your pitch competition.
Well, we're offering a scholarship. The first scholarship is sponsored by the City of Atlanta. We're doing a scholarship for a film student who is aspiring to sell their script or their screen written script to somebody in the industry, and who is an enthusiast in the film industry. So we're going to give them $1,000. The second scholarship is being sponsored by AARP. And AARP is given to someone 55 years and above who's decided to do something different. They want a new career. They want to be a part of this big, this gigantic explosion of film in the film industry here in Atlanta. So we want to offer them a scholarship of $1,000, which was sponsored by AARP, so that they can further themselves along in the industry as well.
Well, that sounds like two great opportunities. One for aspiring, I guess they're both for aspiring writers, but one for some that may be changing. We know that Georgia's quickly becoming a major hub for the film industry and television industry, as you said. What industry experts do you have that will be a part of your competition and panel?
Well, we've invited Swirl Film, Eric Tissanis for Swirl. He does a lot of stuff for OWN and BET and TV One. We have, like I said, Diane Ashford. We have Craig Miller, who produces for the governor. We have Lee Thomas, the commissioner of Georgia Film, the Georgia Film and Television Commissioner. We have Charles West, who is the greatest animation guy this side of Hollywood. So we have some people, BJ Arnett and Cameron Arnett are coming. Terry Vaughn and Cass are coming. They're all coming because they want to be a part of this. Kathleen Bertrand is bringing her people, and she's coming from Bronze Lens. Everybody wants to be there so that they can be a part of this new phenomenon that's happening here in Atlanta. And we want to bring the writing. We want to create content right here in Atlanta. And we want the people to know who to go to get that content on the screen, in the media. We want it on podcasts. We want to see what we can do to help with that.
So you mentioned podcasting. I noticed that you have a workshop on podcasting. So why do a workshop on podcasting?
Oh, well, podcasting is probably one of the cheapest way that you can distribute your content out to people. And it's becoming very lucrative, too, because we are familiar with podcasters who have made $1 million just by blasting things on the web and in the media. I mean, it doesn't take much. You got a computer and you have a cell phone, and you can do whatever you need to do. And it's a great way to get your work out and an excellent way to make money as well.
Yeah, I think it probably also allows for you to build an audience that is transferable and that will follow you from the podcast to television to film. Um, how can our viewers register to attend the upcoming Pitch Summit?
Well, they can register at stepupandpitchit.com. They can visit the website. They'll be able to see all the people who are going to be there, our sponsors as well, and just come on out and participate. It's a 2-day event. It's going to be fabulous. We have workshops, we have panelists, and we also have the pitch session. So you can't miss with this one.
All right, sounds good. And I'm sure you're going to have some attorneys there to help them protect their rights.
We do. We have an attorney coming in from the Lawyers for the Arts here in Atlanta. He's going to come in. Matthew Goins is going to tell us about how to protect our intellectual property, how to protect ourselves, and just how to do business. So yes, and we have people coming in all of those areas. Even we're going to help you find money too. So that's something I'm interested in. I got to go to that one myself.
Well, look, I might have to meet you there. But thank you so much. It's very good to have people like yourselves helping to spur the film industry and helping to give Fulton County residents an opportunity to showcase their talents. So we're very glad that you're hosting this summit, and I look forward to seeing you there.
And we thank you for supporting us as well as one of our sponsors. So thank you so much.
Well, we like to support the arts. It's very important, I think, in order to have well-rounded people that they experience the arts and learn about the arts. So we thank you again. When we come back, our motivational moment segment. Stay with us. As we close out today's show, we would like to receive words of inspiration and motivation from Bishop Cooper from Sanctuary of All People.
When the pressures of life seems to press you down, when it seems like there is no way out, always look up and remember, you are victorious. You are the victor. No matter what comes or goes, you are the victor. Let no one or nothing turn you round. Press forward to higher ground.
As we conclude District Dialogues show today, I'd like to invite you to stay connected with my office. You can reach us by phone, email, website, and through our social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thanks for watching District Dialogues. We'll see you next time.